Light your candles, pop on some Toni Braxton, and don't forget the tahini. Because we're resurrecting a smattering of subjects from episodes past, and it's crucial that you have your seance/sauce requirements at the ready. This episode, we're following up on the topics nobody asked about, such as what a convertible is and isn't, which local Maine law office commercials contain threats of physical violence, and whether Bobby is an acceptable name for an adult. It's not. We're also sharing your responses to the questions, what would you put on your stress relief tea tag? And what 3 items do you require for your own seance? Finally, we're rounding things out with Enya's suggestion of cuddle breathing, an intimate form of self-regulation that we won't be trying, but it sounds nice for someone.
They said that we'd grow out of it. Well, the joke's on them, that's just our brains. We're eccentric, loud, and stubborn, and most of our clothing is covered in stains. It's not a deficit of attention, there's just too much to think about. So if executive dysfunction becomes a little too much, if you forgot why you came in this room, or you're hypersensitive to touch, then put on your seamless socks and come join our little flock. Bitches stimming together, we're weirds of a feather, weirds of a feather.
Caw-caw! It's a bagel bite! It's a bagel bite! All right, you ready to get this thing started?
Ready.
Rockin' and rollin'.
Rockin' and rollin'.
Rockin' rollin'.
Burr, 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 burr.
Bagel bite 35.
Not 34, we already did that.
36 is coming down the road. It's a 35 bagel bite.
35.
35 bagel bite. Take a bite. All right, should we rock and roll into this thing?
Yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll.
Start with the old welcome to Weirds of a Feather, an AuDHD-Adjacent podcast. I'm your host, Grace Beret.
And I'm your host, Kristen Stanhope.
We're in it to win it.
In it to win it.
All right, Kristen, you wrote another warm-up question for this bagel bite.
Yes.
So why don't you share it?
Okay.
Okay.
If you have a brick and mortar,
Okay.
a brick and mortar business.
Yeah.
And it's cash only.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's better for your taxes. I don't know. It's cash only. That's what you've decided. In the year of our Lord 2024.
Yes.
How important is it to have an ATM inside the store?
I would say it's about an 8. Unless there's
8 out of what?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Yeah, I would say
8 out of 10?
8 out of 10 importance. And
Not a 10 out of 10?
No, well, I guess I'm thinking if there are other businesses around nearby that you could go to an ATM, and or if it's like this is a very known thing that this is Mama and Papa's shop and they have never accepted credit cards ever, and they've been around for 150 years somehow. Mama and Papa.
How about since 1925? Because I'm thinking of a very specific
Okay.
business.
I would say if it's like an
Not a lot of ATMs around.
Okay. I would say if it's an established thing and they've never taken credit cards and that's kind of like their thing. I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's a little bit on you if you're going to go there to know whether they take credit cards.
I disagree.
Okay.
Because it's 2024.
Yeah.
And no one carries cash.
Yeah.
I
True.
can't be responsible for you not being up and with the times.
Yeah.
Even if it's a mom and pop shop, they have like nieces and nephews probably who know how to get like a square space.
True.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think there's plenty of technology. I can't be held responsible for your decision making on that one. I think it's a 10 out of 10 for me. 10 out of 10 important. Probably if you're going to say we're cash only, have an ATM there.
Yeah.
For said cash.
Yeah. And I guess I don't really understand why, except for like, in the weed business, there's a weird thing of like not being able to use debit or credit cards, like whatever, but they always have an ATM inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they know I went to a business and I won't say what business it was.
Name that Mama and Papa.
I can't.
Okay.
Because I respect the business, but I don't respect how they don't have an ATM inside.
Yeah, you're right. They could at least use like Squarespace or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like walked up there. I saw the sign that says we do not use cash or we do not use credit or debit here. And I just walked away. I was like, all right, I guess
I gotta go.
I think it's a risk, if that's going to happen.
As I was getting back into my car to like Google where is an ATM, which there were none local.
Nothing nearby?
No, there was some. I had to like drive to it though. It wasn't like, let me go to the business next door.
Yeah.
I saw 2 other people walk up with their wallets and then immediately read the sign and turn around. That's 3 customers within a 10-minute period.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not going to say they have to have an ATM, but I'm going to say it's going to lose them business if they don't.
I'm not a business owner.
Yeah.
But I would say if I'm having a brick and mortar that's cash only, put an ATM in there.
Yeah.
I think it's
be next to a gas station or something that has an ATM.
Be convenient.
Yeah.
Or don't be in business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get them.
Get them.
Yeah, it feels kind of like you're being a bit difficult at a certain point of like, it is.
And then like, how do you do any online business? You must not.
You don't. You just don't.
How do you do big orders? You expect them to pay by check? I feel that's riskier.
Probably. They probably do take check.
I'm sorry, I forgot my checkbook.
Yeah. Left it at home accidentally. Yeah, I would say it's a risky move. It feels like an old school thing. I was fired up
this morning.
I can tell you are worked up.
Can you bleep this out so I can tell you what business it was?
Yes.
It was a fucking bakery that I went to. Oh. They've been in business forever.
Yeah. See, but I feel like with some of those places, it's just like, this is how we've always done
it this way. But I'm like, okay, but like, you've been around to see the internet occur and to credit cards and debit cards occur.
Yeah.
So you, who's been around for so long, should know the importance of keeping up with the times.
Yeah, it does feel difficult at a certain point. Like,
I feel like this is just stubbornness, if anything.
I agree.
I'm like mad at the business.
It feels like a very old school Mainer thing to do.
Yeah. We don't take your credit cards
around here.
Your Apple Pay.
You can write an IOU.
Yeah. Or do me a favor.
Yeah.
We'll call it good.
Yeah. Change the light bulb.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you seem pretty fired up.
I am fired. I'm toasted. I'm toasty fired.
All right. Well, if we haven't said it, by the way, this is a bagel bite. Oh, we said it a lot.
We did.
We sung about it.
We did, but we can say it again. It's a bagel bite.
It's a bagel bite. Get your mouths ready.
Get your mouths ready for a little tasty morsel.
Yeah.
Of stuff.
Yep. Nice and succinct. All right, Chris, should we get into those little plishes?
Your
little plishes. All right, Kristen. What did you plish? What did you accomplish?
I used 2 whole zucchinis for 1 recipe.
Damn.
I'm in a zucchini surplus right now.
You are overflowing with zoots.
I planted 1 zucchini plant and it's...
How many have you gotten?
We've gotten... Well, so this week I used 3 because I used 2 for this recipe and then 1 went back because we were not using... Even though I'm giving zucchinis away. Like at my parents' retirement party, I was giving out zucchinis. It's like party favors.
Like a thank you gift, yeah.
I've only planted 1 because I knew that I read that like you're gonna have a lot of zucchini. I was like, wow, I love zucchini, and that's great.
Can't eat them fast
enough. But I really can't eat these fast enough. Like we're grilling them, but I made this. It's not zoodles.
Ooh,
that's different. It's not zoodles.
What is it?
It's called zucchini spaghetti.
So zoodles.
No.
What's the difference?
No, because it's actual spaghetti. But you like cook, you shred on a cheese grater, you shred up 2 whole freaking zucchinis. So I was like, yeah, it's a lot of zucchinis. I was like, great.
Peel it first?
No, I just put everything in there.
Oh, all right.
I cut, 1 was pretty big, so I kind of de-seeded that one a little bit. And then you shred them up, and then you put like straight up butter in a pan, and a little bit of garlic and some seasoning, and then you put all the zucchini in there, and then you let all the water boil off or fry off, whatever, cook off, and then you add cooked spaghetti to it, and then then you add a bunch of Parmesan cheese, and it's like a buttery, cheesy zucchini plus spaghetti.
That sounds amazing.
It was fantastic. I was like, what a simple recipe that uses so much zucchini.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
And then 1 zucchini went bad, so I cut off the bad parts and fed the good parts to the chicken.
And they like that?
Chickens. Oh, they fucking love zucchinis. Not as much as strawberries, which I don't blame them. Because I feed them all the strawberries that I pick that like either the ants or the earwigs get to that I don't get to yet. And that's like Christmas morning for them.
Oh, I bet. I love
fucking strawberry. They lose their minds.
Good for them.
Yeah, they're living their best life. They're pretty spoiled.
Do you want to put that recipe in the show notes? I want to try that.
Yeah, I gotta find it.
I think it was
I don't know. I was just
Did you just make it up?
No, I didn't, but I'll find it and I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah, I kind of want to try that.
Yeah, it was so simple. And I was pretty proud of myself because I used 2 whole freaking zucchinis.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And it made a lot of spaghetti and it was good and everybody was happy.
I'm proud of you.
The chickens were happy with their zucchini.
Yeah.
I was happy with my 2 zucchinis. Christopher was happy because he didn't have to make dinner.
Yeah.
It's great.
Win for all.
Yeah, everybody won.
Cool. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Good plish.
Grace.
Yeah.
What's your little push?
I lately have been really good, surprisingly, about canceling free subscriptions before they charge me.
Oh, I have one I have to cancel before the end of the month.
I'm like actually doing a pretty good job about it.
I'm proud of
pretty
you.
proud of myself.
That's
I'm
awesome.
canceling apps. I'm canceling
Look
TV
at
shit
this.
before they charge me. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm having a good period right now.
I'm
with that.
really proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm loving this.
Yeah. All right, Kristen.
Yeah.
This bagel bite, like most bagel bites, is going to be a bit of a schmorg.
Bit of a schmorg. We love them.
Kind of based on some stuff we've been talking about these last few episodes.
Here.
So I got some updates for you.
Yeah.
You got some updates for me.
Yes.
You have updates from the listeners to share.
Yes.
Lots of sharing, lots of updates.
We
Let's
love
get
it.
into it.
Yeah.
So the other week, we were talking about, among many other things, Joe Borenstein,
Mhm.
his commercials.
We love them.
Was that a Hobby Horse Girls episode,
I believe it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
We-
actually had a coworker who's from out of state ask me if Joe Borenstein was a real thing. I was like, I wouldn't make this up.
he's
Yeah.
all too real.
Too real.
Well, I have a correction that I feel like is important to be made publicly.
Yeah.
When we were talking about how he was really aggressive with the bats on his Joe Borenstein
Yeah.
commercials, that is Hardy Wolf and Downing that does the
Oh.
bats. Ian corrected me. He said Joe Borenstein does not have the bats.
Uh-huh.
He's never had the bats
He's
on
never
his
had
commercial.
bats. He's just vibes only for
Yes,
Joe Borenstein.
He's passionate and he doesn't look nearly as scary as the Hardy Wolf and Downing commercials.
Yeah.
They're the three
The Hardy
dudes
Wolf- yeah,
with the bats.
yeah, it's
smacking their-
Hardy, it's Wolf, and it's Downing.
Yeah.
and they all have
and they
bats,
all
and
have
they're all going to
bats.
beat the shit out
Yeah.
of whoever you're suing.
They're in an alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't actually practice law. We just beat the shit out of
Yeah,
people.
yeah. We're just, the hired hands that you show up to crack knees.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just felt like it was very important, Joe
Yeah, we gotta
Borenstein,
respect Joe.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
He may have been a menacing lawyer, on the pitch.
But it was for the good of
court.
the people.
Yes, he was not.
Good
He was not making threats. His commercials. He would have commercials where they would show like 2 shady lawyers who were trying to like, get you to sign stuff.
You mean
Yeah.
business.
Call 1-800
Joe.
Joe. Yeah, law office is Joe Borenstein.
Yeah, and it was always on the big thing, like
Yeah,
1-800 call Joe on big
Yeah, in
tower in
Portland.
Portland. Yeah.
Yeah, what is that? Time and Temp Tower.
Time and Temp building.
I think it's still up there, isn't it?
I
Call
think
Joe.
so. Yeah, because the practice is alive and well. Because I also have a Joe Borenstein update.
Yeah, well, I also remembered before we go on to your Joe Borenstein update. First of all, I'm sorry, Joe, that we ever accused you of seeming menacing with the
Yeah.
bats. You seem like a much more gentle man than Hardy Wolf and Downing. And I bet you were. I hope you weren't scared of those guys.
We're gonna get the lawyers of Hardy Wolf and
Yeah,
Downing to
yeah.
crack our knees later.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna be waiting
They're
with the
gonna be
bats.
like, how dare you?
But also, I remembered that the woman who gave me that free Joe Borenstein hat had told me and Ian that his son had taken over the business.
Mhm.
His name is Bobby Borenstein. I just felt like that was important to let everyone know that if you need help, call
Call
up
Bobby.
old Bobby Borenstein.
Bobby Borenstein.
Bobby Borenstein. Tell him you mean business.
Hey, Bobby Borenstein.
Yeah, Bobby. My father was
We
Joe.
love him.
I'm Bobby. Yeah. Yeah.
So not Joe Jr.
No, not Joe Jr. Worse
That's his
somehow.
other son.
Yes, somehow worse. Bobby Borenstein. All right, what's your Joe Borenstein update?
On my way down here, I guess there's a huge Joe Borenstein office in Lewiston. So I'm
Ah.
on my way down. And what do I see in the town of Lewiston driving by is the Joe Borenstein mobile.
Whoa, they have a mobile?
They have a mobile. It's like a Subaru Forester and it's decked
It's wrapped.
out with like 1-800 call Joe like everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, it's a sign. And then you were
Wow.
like, hey, I have a Joe Borenstein update. And I was like, oh my God.
Synchronicities.
Ah.
Joe Borenstein synchronicities.
I did not know they had a mobile, but they do.
I didn't know they had a mobile either.
It's pretty
It rivals the LL Bean boot.
I don't know if it can rival the LL Bean
No.
boot, but it is, it's the Joe Borenstein
Yeah.
mobile because it's like it's like they took every like clips of every ad they ever ran and just like Mod Podged it onto the car.
I like that. Yep. Straight and to the point.
Yep. I'm like, oh, I recognize that scene from the commercial.
Yeah, I've seen that.
1-800 call Joe.
Yeah. No, now it's the Bobby Borenstein
Is it
mobile.
1-800-CALL Bobby Borenstein?
Call Bobby Borenstein.
Call Bobby.
Oh, good old Bob.
Just go by Rob.
I know. Rob Borenstein.
Why Bobby?
Why Bobby? You're a grown adult man.
I know.
I'm
You know
sorry. We're going to get hate from Bobbies.
I think if you're an adult male,
Yeah.
and if you go by Timmy,
Yep.
Jimmy,
Yep.
Bobby,
Robbie.
Robbie, you're not an adult male.
Yes.
Give me your man card.
Yeah, you are a baby.
You're a child.
Yeah.
Get an adult name.
Yeah. Get that
Okay.
E off of the end,
All
you
right.
know?
The second you graduate high school.
Yep.
Or you hit puberty.
Yep.
If you're able to grow a mustache, get that Y out of there.
Yeah.
All right.
You should not be a Bobby. You're a Robert. You're a Rob. You're
Rob,
a Bob.
Bob.
Any of those. Bobby. I don't
James.
think so.
Tim.
Yep.
No Timmys.
No. Timmy. No.
We're done with that.
Timmy is the ultimate little kid name.
I know.
Stevie.
Stevie. Yeah.
Unless it's
Says
a woman.
Stevie
You're Stevie
Nicks.
Nicks.
It's
Then
different.
it's cool. If it's
Then
a woman,
it's
it's cool.
different.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yep.
Get out of here, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy, go home. Oh, Nicole's husband's named Jimmy. Except for you, Jimmy, because you're a lovely, sweet man. You
But
can
think
be
about
Jimmy.
James.
Yeah, consider James. Have you considered
Jim?
James? Jim?
Jimbo.
Jim Bob.
Jim Bobby. No.
No, I don't think so. I like James. I think James
is a great
distinguished.
name.
That's a good
It's a
one.
classic.
Consider
Oldest
it, Jimmy.
It's an old name. It's a good name.
Yep.
It's a goodie. We love it.
Yeah.
James is great. Jim's okay.
Jim's okay.
Jimmy.
Nah, you're 7. You're 7 years old, Jimmy. All right.
All right.
Well, now that we've
now that
pissed
we're gonna
off
get a lot of hate
the
mail.
Robbies and Bobbies of the world.
Yeah.
I-
Jimmy's and Jimmy's.
Yep. Timmy's and Jimmy's, Robbies and Bobbies. Whatever you are. I have another update for us moving along on this schmorg. I have an update about what a convertible is and what a convertible is not.
Okay.
Also, we had a lot of stuff we discussed in the Hobby Horse Girls episode.
Yeah.
A lot of updates from that.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
Okay.
All right, we're speculating about what is a car called if it doesn't have a roof. Not like a convertible where it can go up and down. If it's just an open top car, like a Formula One race car, where
Yeah.
there's no option to put it back up. You said it would be a convertible still. I
Yeah.
said it has to convert in order to be a convertible.
And I said you were wrong.
Well, I was right and you were wrong.
Oh.
I asked ChatGPT and then
Can you cite chat? Like, can I put that in my bibliography?
Probably not.
ChatGPT?
probably not if it's
Okay.
an official record. But for this question, I felt like, yeah, I wouldn't rely on ChatGPT for everything.
Yeah.
But some questions are just hard to ask Google because I originally tried asking Google,
Yeah.
what is a car called when it has
It's
a
like,
permanent roof down? Something like that. It did not give me very good results.
here's 3 junkyards in your
yes,
area.
exactly. Yeah. Sales for convertibles. So
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this. I'm going to ChatGPT
Yep.
because sometimes my questions are so specific. I don't know how to word it.
I've
for
been
the
having
search
a
engine.
lot of help on Bing.
For
some reason. Yeah, I know. I never thought I would ever say
Jeeves.
Yeah, no, but I think Bing, they have like a built-in AI thing that will bring up
watch
all
out
the I
for
know.
that sometimes
I know.
because they're wrong.
Because I go back and I look through the original article. Anyway.
Well, so I used Ian for my secondary source.
Okay.
After
Well,
what
it's good to have multiple
ChatGPT said.
sources. Multiple
Multiple
sources.
sources, because he watches a lot of Top Gear. So
Oh, yeah.
he knows.
It's like
So-
a pseudo expert.
Yes. So ChatGPT says for a car to be considered a convertible, it should have a roof that can be retracted or removed to allow open air driving. It doesn't necessarily have to be a manual process. Many modern convertibles have automatic mechanisms. The key feature is that the roof can be put back up to protect occupants from weather and to provide a more enclosed driving experience when desired.
Okay.
Car with a roof down permanently is often referred to as a roadster or a spider.
Oh.
While these terms are sometimes used interchangeably with convertible, they typically describe vehicles that are designed without a permanent roof structure. Roadsters usually have a more sporty design, and spiders are often associated with Italian car manufacturers. Both types of cars are intended to be driven with the top down and typically lack the option to put a roof back up.
Oh.
So there we go. It's a roadster or a spider. If it doesn't have
I'm
the
not
option,
calling it a spider.
you can call it a roadster.
I'm going to call it a
Yeah,
roadster.
you don't have to call it a spider.
Yeah. I don't
Roadster,
want-
pretty good. And that's just like a fancy English countryside type of vehicle.
Yeah, you're not
because-
going on like
a family road trip.
I-5
Yeah.
on this, you know?
No, that's like
Cruising at like 85.
with no option to put a roof
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
How awful would that be?
Hopefully it
These are
doesn't
for
rain.
like rich people who want to
Yes.
let's just drive around.
Yeah, like a Sunday driver that
Yeah.
they know it's going to be a nice sunny day.
Right.
So not a functional car, but that's what it's called. And I was right about convertibles. I was
Well,
wrong about a lot of other things, but I was
congrats
right
on
about
being
that.
right.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
I
you.
think this is good information. So
Right?
now I'll just put this in my little noggin.
Yeah, store it away.
And now I'll argue with someone next time they say convertible.
Right?
Yeah.
This is going to come up at some weird trivia night.
Yeah, is
some
going to bring this up.
random
and I'm gonna
conversation.
Be like, no!
Actually,
I just want to say that Christopher also thought that all cars without a roof were convertibles.
wow. And so did Ian.
Yeah,
I knew
well,
more
this
than all
is
of
'cause we
you.
grew up poor.
Yeah, true.
This sounds like a rich person problem.
I mean, I don't know from personal experience.
It's a roadster, not a convertible.
No, I think I just absorbed also a lot of Top Gear information, you know?
Mm.
And once I read the word roadster, I was like, oh yeah, I have heard the gentleman
I've
talk
heard
about
of roadsters. I
yeah.
just didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, rich people shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right,
All right.
what you got next for us?
I just want to thank everybody who gave me so much support for my pillow that I
Yeah,
made.
people were loving your pillow.
So from the autistic rat hole episode that we made,
Yep.
we did. I talked about making a pillow, and everybody. I posted a picture of my pillow, and everybody had like really good things to say about it, and
Aw.
I felt really loved and inspired.
Aw.
And I really appreciate everybody commenting. I did say I was really proud of it, and I was gonna cry if someone made fun of it. So I'm really glad that no one did.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I think it came out really
Yeah.
well. I think it
I
looks
also
nice.
posted a video of me like showing the stability.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gave it a good chop and everything.
Good.
So
You got to give it a good
I
job.
gave it a good chop. That's on TikTok, but yeah. So thanks everyone
Aw.
for commenting on my pillow.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
not bullying Kristen's
Thanks
pillow.
for not bullying me and supporting me in
Yeah.
a loving way. And I know you would because you guys are great.
Yep.
But thanks.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was nice. And also, you guys are coming in with, remember how we talked about the stress tea, like stress relief
Oh,
tea
yeah.
tags?
What your
and
tag
how
would
they're
say.
like super aggressive
Yes.
for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked the public, what would you put on your stress relief tea tag?
That's a good question.
And boy, did people commit.
All right.
All right. So,
Let's hear them.
all right, we've got Lady Rockwell. She would write, "Oh gosh, you're doing fine. Think about everyone else way less fine. You're perfect."
That's a nice one.
That would be nice.
Yeah. A little long, but I like it.
Our friend Jessie, JDJR207,
Yep.
wrote, "Get a grip," which I think that's appropriate.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I think that's a good one.
I like
yeah.
it. Straight, simple, to the point.
Moonbirth Maven wrote, "Breathe into your belly and release." Do you think that says Fukart or Fuk?
Let me see.
What does that say? Fuck.
Like fark?
Bark.
I don't know. Like fark?
Like Australian?
Yeah, or
Like-
like Irish. Yeah.
Bark. It really is that hard, which is I like because it is that hard.
It is that hard.
It
Yeah.
is that hard. Sometimes you're having a hard day because it's hard.
Yeah. Don't
And
make
there's
it-
nothing you can do. It's just going to be hard.
Yeah,
So
it's not
sometimes,
like simply do this.
yeah, it's, it's all trivial. Sometimes it's not fucking
It's just a
trivial.
breath away.
Sometimes
yeah.
days are hard.
Yeah, sometimes days
So
are
I
hard.
like that one.
Yeah.
Wood Coast Design goes, "The grass is not always greener on the other side," which is
Mm.
like kind of one of those like
Profound.
profound and also harsh realities.
Yeah. The grass is greener wherever you water it.
Enya wrote 3 different ones.
Of course she did.
Of course, yeah.
She always does
always has
write
a
3,
quite-
almost always.
She wrote, "One would be literally nothing matters." There.
Yeah, nice.
She wrote,
Feudalism.
"Would you like a side of nausea with your tea?" Like GANJA. I feel like that's in Australia.
What is it?
Ganja?
Ganja?
What's ganja?
Ganja, Kristen, like
What is-
weed. Ganja.
Oh, I
Did you say
don't.
ganja?
Ganja.
Ganja. God. That's not an Australian term. Yeah, it must be some down
Some
under
sort
language.
of like
yeah.
special down under thing.
Some ganja.
I've never heard of that before.
You ever heard the word ganja?
No.
Oh, it's like it's like a Rastafarian thing. Ganja.
I gotta get outside more.
You do. Or like start watching movies or anything.
I gotta do something.
You gotta do something.
Her last one goes, fuck it, bruh.
Yeah.
Which I really like that.
That's a good one.
And then Heaven Sent One said, it's not really that deep. Which, that's
All right.
fair. It's
Yeah.
not really that deep. Cracking me up.
Yep.
And then to continue on Enya, another poll I did, I was asking everybody about what you would do for self-regulating, and I actually posted those. They're on our Instagram if you want to see everybody's responses. I thought they were great. There's a lot of breathing techniques, a lot of different techniques, about how to like regulate yourself when you're having a bad day or you're just dysregulated in general. But Enya said I would do cuddle breathing, and I was like, what
is
is
that?
cuddle breathing? And I'm just gonna read you what she said.
Please.
She doesn't know that I'm saying this, but I don't think she'd mind.
Oh no, she loves when we share her thoughts.
Let me know if this is up your alley. Chest to chest, hands interlocked around a loved one or co-regulator's waist. Slow, deep breaths out longer than in. After about 3 minutes, breath, heartbeat, even blood pressure sync up, and you are flooded with oxytocin and serotonin.
Oh.
Alternatively, do your breath work, but add a weighted blanket, pat and stroke yourself.
Oh.
Sounds nuts, but you'll be amazed. For a few minutes, bring yourself into your body actively and reparent yourself.
Simple.
I
Easy.
said that sounds awful.
Yeah.
To like chest to chest, hands interlocked around the waist and like breathe at each other.
Are you like face to face?
Yeah, you're chest to chest.
Yeah. Well, are you standing or laying?
I don't know.
Because me and Ian being chest to chest.
You're going to need a stool.
Yeah. Or he's going to have
You're
to
gonna need
squat.
something.
Yeah.
He's in a permanent squat.
Yeah,
Like,
he'll lunge
why
down.
are you regulating?
Yeah. Just relax.
Not for me. I probably could do the
not
weighted blanket one.
Yeah, I like that one.
The
Chest,
with an
interlocked hands.
I'm sure
Not for
it
me.
works. I just
Sounds like it could work for someone. Not for me.
not for me.
Yeah.
Not in the summer. It's too
No,
hot.
God, no.
I don't. Yeah, it's. But you know what? If you've tried cuddle breathing,
Yeah.
and if you know what Enya's talking about,
Yeah.
reach out to us at weirdsofeather@gmail.com or DM us or however you get in touch with us. Do that because I want to know. I need to hear it. I'm sorry, Enya. I need to hear it from someone other than Enya. I need a secondary source on this.
I'm sure it's a legit thing.
I'm sure it's a legit thing, and I'm sure lots of people love it, but I just want to hear it from someone else. It sounds wild.
Yeah. Just like
You're just
drinking
like
out of puddles and
breathing. Yeah.
picking up bats.
Enya does a lot of things that I question, and
Yeah.
we love her nonetheless.
Yes.
But I need to hear from. Have you tried cuddle breathing? Are
Yeah.
you trying it now?
Are you actively cuddle breathing?
Are you cuddle breathing now?
You listening to this while you cuddle breathe? Let
That
us
would be
know.
weird. I don't know if that would be regulatory, but
Yeah. I don't know if we want to be involved in that.
but sure.
Yeah.
Let us know. We just
Yeah, please tell us.
That's what I want to know.
All right. And I have one more little schmorgy segment for us.
One more share.
Yeah, one more little share that I keep meaning to do in every Bagel Bite, and we always run out of time. And I think we just might be able to squeeze it in here. A while ago, we asked people for their seance requirements. We did a warm-up question of what 3 items do you require for a seance for someone to raise you from the dead? Well, you and I did 5, and we asked the people for 3
Yeah.
because only we get to do 5.
Well, no, because of the limitations.
You're right, limitations.
On Instagram.
Before we even start, I realized, and I don't know how I did this, that when I was giving my seance requirements, which were already too long, I left out birth bees, which is the number one thing I always have on me
have
at
too many
all
requirements.
times. I know.
You need to
but
cut
if I were to
down.
give anyone out of anything on this planet, Burt's Bees would be my
This was
number
from a
one
while
item.
ago. What
I know.
episode was this from?
It was from a while ago, back in May. It was Bagel Bite 31, a beginner level seance, back in May. But yeah, I listened to it back and I was like, I feel like there was something really big I was forgetting. And I realized it was Burt's Bees, but I also realized the reason I left it out is because in my mind, even when I'm dead, I have Burt's Bees on me. And so I don't need to be summoned by the Burt's Bees.
Like it's in your pocket?
Yeah, like as a dead person as a ghost, I have like my ghost Burt's Bees. Yeah, my ghost bees in my pocket. Yeah. And so I just consider the Burt's Bees to be a part of me. And so I hadn't even...
Well, it's on your lips.
Yeah. It's on my lips.
On your lips.
So I hadn't even really considered it to be an item to seance me with. But let's get into other people's, what they need for their seance. All right. Yeah. Heaven Sent One said, Toni Braxton, candles, turtlenecks.
Love it.
That's a good one.
Love it.
Classy.
Suze S22MN says, dogs, preferably labs.
Nice.
Coffee, chocolate, and the wolf to lead it.
Nice. See, Susan snuck an extra one in there. Grace
you
style.
You guys are so similar.
Susan, I love it. I see what you did there. Oh, so our friend Isaac initially had written tahini, sesame oil, peanut butter. And then after he followed it up with seance, not sauce. Got it.
Another dyslexic in the wild.
Isaac might want to take a test, my friend. He was just giving us sauce recommendations.
Those are all great sauces.
Yeah, yeah, good choices for sauces.
I agree. Yeah. I think that'd be great.
If it were 3 sauce requirements, you would have been on it, Isaac.
Lady Rockwell writes, she also had 2.
Yep.
She goes, Van sneakers, whiskey, Daisy with my rings from Wood Coast Design on collar.
I'm guessing Daisy is her dog.
Oh, her dog Daisy.
Yeah.
And then Wood Coast Design is her husband / carpenter, and I think they're adorable.
Yes, I know. They both always participate in our polls.
They're like our number 1 responders. We love them.
I know, it's really lovely.
And then she also goes, you're right, not enough space to be specific. Florals, vans, rings are...
Floral vans.
Floral vans.
Yeah.
Like floral sneakers.
Yeah.
Rings are wedding.
Yeah, like wedding rings.
Wedding rings.
Yeah.
Bullet rye. Oh, she's like making specifics. Okay.
Yeah.
So she
about
would
her
want,
whiskey.
So if I could summarize.
Yes, please. Someone has to.
Floral van sneakers.
Yeah.
Wedding rings. And bullet rye whiskey.
Yep.
That's what she wants.
All right. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I like it. H. Joe Picks was pretty on the nose here.
Yeah.
They said candle, Ouija board, mirror.
She's a lover of the classics.
Yeah, being pretty literal there.
Yeah. Bianca Bastoni.
Bianca Bastoni.
We love her.
We love Bianca Bastoni.
She wrote a quokka,
nice,
glitter, and some bubbles. I think I even wrote back to her. I was like, that sounds amazing.
Yes.
What a seance that would be.
Bit of a tall order.
But yeah.
You could make it happen.
Yeah, you could easily make it happen.
Yeah. Alexa Schaefer, sorry, Alexa, said chocolate-covered pretzels, a weighted blanket, and a nice bath with some bath bombs.
Yes, I'm coming to that
sounds
seance.
lovely.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, I want to come.
Yeah, we're going to seance you. Just let us know when you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put that together. That sounds lovely. You can haunt me. I don't care.
Ecologisting. Ecologisting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. you got it.
It's a yarn, crochet hook, animal pictures, and cake. Which also sounds, that sounds like a party to me.
Yeah. Some of these I just want to do for a hangout night.
Yeah, we don't have to seance anybody. We can just have that.
Yeah, no one has to die first. We could just have these little nights.
We can have those while you're alive.
Yeah.
I love it.
Doesn't that sound nice?
Alive and in death.
Yeah, a pre-seance party.
I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thank you guys for those answers.
Thank you everybody who responds to the polls.
Yes.
I always love reading all of your things and all your opinions.
Yes.
I think you guys are hilarious.
Yes. Thank you for your responses. Check out our polls on. You say you were going to change them to Tuesdays?
No. I was going to. Last week I changed them to Tuesdays because I forgot to post them on Mondays. But they're going to be posted on Mondays, and then the results are posted on Wednesdays.
Okay. So if you want to have your fun, silly answers read on a Bagel Bite, respond to our polls.
Yeah.
And we just might read your answers.
They're every Monday night. I post them pretty late, but it's East Coast time. So everybody who's not on East Coast time, maybe they'll be earlier for you.
Or later. Whenever.
Depends on where you live.
Yeah. So check us out at Weirds of a Feather on Instagram. You can join our Facebook group. You can go to our website, weirdsofafeather.com. You can email us at weirdsofafeather@gmail.com.
And if you were... I really like that.
Thank you. I like it too.
It's like the Zoom song, right?
Come on and Zoom. Come on and Zoom. Come on and Zoom.
And what is it?
Oh, 2, 1, 3, 4. Send it to Zoom. Email.
But don't send it to Zoom. Send it to weirdsofafeather@gmail.com.
Yep.
And if you're like, man, let's keep this horse train going.
Trotting.
I need more polls. What you can do, you can like, you can subscribe, you can download our episodes. You can give us a rating and a review on anything where you get your podcast. That always helps us. You can sign up for Patreon. You can buy our merch. It's on our website.
Yeah.
I've got a Nucksucker tote that I do because I am a Nucksucker.
Me too.
So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
No one's asked about it yet, but I'm really hoping one day someone will. And
How will you explain it?
I don't know. I have to think of a script because
you know that feeling when your skin is really dry and your knuckles and you don't have any hand cream?
You just want to
suck on your knuck.
Yeah. Well,
normal
a podcast talks about that.
Yeah.
And so here's a merch bag.
Yeah. Simple.
I'm gonna find a better script. But no one's talked to me about it yet. But I'm really excited. It is a sturdy tote. So if you're into sturdy totes, let me know.
Go get a sturdy tote.
Or go get yourself. Don't let me know. Just go get a tote.
At weirdsoffeather.com.
Yeah, there's also stickers. There's a water bottle. There's shirts in the making. There's hats. Maybe.
I don't know.
Christopher wants to make us hats.
See what you can find there.
Hats we will make.
Yes. I think that's it, right? Or what else you got? Coffee?
If you want to buy us a coffee, you can go to ko-fi.com/weirdsofeather. You can buy us a coffee. Or you can just listen. We love your listenership and we appreciate you.
Yes. Thanks for listening. Thanks for responding to our polls. And we will see you guys next time.
All right.
Just a little duck.
Yeah, just a little guy. Okay, bye.